welcome to a comic/book haul. Today I have books to show you because I went to the library actually to borrow a book for the first time in 4 years maybe even longer than that. I just can't even remember the last time I went to borrow a book. And I also bought 2 books in the library, from the library, sorry. So the book I went to borrow is this one. I think the translation would be Oxygen by Amir Ziv. Does it have something in? Oh yeah, there we go. You see? There we go. Oxygen by Amir Ziv. Now, the reason I wanted to borrow this book is actually mainly because of the cover. I don't remember where I saw this cover for the first time, but it never left my mind since I've seen it. However many years ago, and I always kind of wanted to read the book. So, but I didn't want to buy it because I got so many bloody books, even though I bought 2 more, but yeah, so I decided, I should go borrow it from the library. I don't know what's about this cover. Maybe it's the boy or young man. He's like in chrome, and then you got the red in his eye and the red around. But it just gripped me. It's actually not a very long book. So hopefully I will not take forever on it. It's actually a lot thinner than I thought it would be. So yeah, now I have this one. I just kind of gave the librarian, my card. I didn't even tell her I want to borrow it for a month, but she automatically wrote in 2 months, so I have plenty of time. Okay, so that's the book I borrowed, which is why I went in the first place. And then on the second floor where I went to look for it, I actually managed to find it by myself. I thought I would need the librarian's help. I always keep forgetting you have to go by surname and then look in the letters, and I managed. So they had, on the second floor, that's the adult section, they had the long tables with books to sell. Last time I was there, they didn't have them. But this time they did, so I, of course, perused. And I got, first of all, this one. I just got the red light on. Hard Times by Charles Dickens. This is, I think, an old Penguin edition. I just really love these editions. I know to each their own taste, but I really like these old sort of tiny drawings. Or not drawings, paintings would be more accurate. So yeah, I think the only ever book by Charles Dickens I've read was Oliver Twist. And of course I've seen the adaptation. So I thought, you know what? And I'll read this one, see how it is. It took me a long time to read Oliver Twist. I borrowed it from my school library when I was still in school. I remember it was a struggle to finish. Now, I wonder if I tried to reread it now, what would I think? I didn't dislike the story, it just took me a long time. Well, there we go. And then the other one I decided to pick up was this one, another Penguin classic. This is by Edith Wharton. Maybe I'm probably butchering, I'm sorry. And this is The Age of Innocence, also another Penguin classic, and it has this really, again, lovely painting. I read the synopsis in the back, and I don't know, it sounded interesting. So it's about this young man who's engaged to this young woman, and but then he meets this lady who's older, and has decided to leave her husband and claim her independence. And considering the time period, that would have been a big thing. And then he's basically torn between love and duty because they fall in love, apparently. I've never heard of this classic, I think. I think another one I saw there was Vanity Fair. I didn't know that was a book. I didn't want to get too many. After all, I have piles on bloody piles. But yeah, these are the 3 books I got. I don't know when I'll get to these Penguin classics. That'll probably be a little while. But I'll get to Oxygen soon. I'll see. I'll start it and see if I even finish it. Although I very rarely DNF a book. But yeah, I got some more classics to read. I mean, for 5 shekels a book, that's a sweet deal. That's why I picked these up, because I love the editions and it's so cheap. It's just worth it. You know, instead of, well, again, a lot of new editions, they use that more as modern art styles and shit, and they just look dreadful in my opinion. Like that Little Women's edition I had is just, it's fucking ugly. Alright, so that's it, folks. So let me know if you picked up any books recently. I'll end it already. I've been blabbering on for too long. And let me know if you've heard of any of these. Well, I imagine mainly the classics. Unless Mr. Zeev might be known across the ocean. Alright, so that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!